Hello. So I wasn't going to do a video because I don't really like talking about stuff that hasn't happened or officially happened. But I suppose I have to mention what's happened in the WWE over the last 24 hours and probably the last few weeks. So if you don't know, Vince is back. He decided that all the allegations against him were false because he's Vince McMahon and he's innocent of all things ever in the history of anything. So he basically got, because of his voting rights on the board, he got 2 board members removed, so he could bring 2 back. He originally said he was going back to, well, this is what I've heard anyway, that they were going to sell. He was looking to sell the company. Okay, keep up. I hope that you're keeping up. It's like EastEnders, isn't it? But on like a much, much grander scale with probably better acting, to be honest. Get out my pub. Yeah, all that stuff. So yeah, so that was just fine. And people were saying, oh, he's going to come back and stuff. And he's going to, and like people say, no, he's just coming back for that. No one knows because it's all cloaked in secrecy. And then last night happened. So last night, Steph Internet Truth released a statement announcing her resignation from the WWE. Now, if you remember, if you go back to like June, July time when Vince went originally, she became co-chair with Nick Khan. Oh, look at that, a surname with Khan, who I quite like. Look at that. But yeah, so yeah, she took an absence of leave, if you remember rightly. Then Vince broke. Then she came back as co-COO. And now she's resigned. And Vince is back. By the way, Vince is back as chairman. Which defeats the object. What people haven't mentioned is that 2 board members, when he got himself back on, just went, nah, I don't want to do this. One of them was investigating the allegations. And he's just gone. What does that tell you? What does that tell you? It tells me that people are digging for stuff that probably isn't there. But hey, who knows? Who knows what the truth is? We'll probably never know. Let's be honest. But yeah, so Steph resigned. And then that was bad. That was bad enough. And then I woke up this morning and rumours on the internet. Now, this is why I don't like talking about rumours, because they're rumours. They're nothing set in Stone Cold Steve Austin. Until it's set in stone, until WWE do release an official statement, they may release one tonight, so they tend to do it late at night. I don't know. But this is my take on it. So I woke up this morning and I was told, and by the internet mainly, that WWE in principle had agreed to be sold to a Saudi Arabian PIF, which is a public something fund, investment firm. So they were going to go from being a public company, as they are now, to like being a private company. So everyone's, of course, got their arms up in air, and they're going, oh my God, they've sold out to Saudi Arabians, and what does this mean? Oh, Vince is going to be back ahead of creative. That means half the roster will be fired because half the roster he doesn't like because they're Triple H people. Here's a question for you. What happens if all this story about them being sold to Saudi Arabia is a smokescreen, and in fact they've been sold to somebody else, but they won't talk about it? Because obviously, if you know anything about business, when there's big deals going on in the background, I don't know this, but I know this from my years of working in business, but you don't talk about it. So people are saying, why is WWE not talking about it? Because they can't talk about it. That's why. But as I said, could this be a smokescreen? I'm just pondering things here. Could this be a smokescreen and they're not actually been sold to Saudi Arabia? And people will go, yeah, but it's on the internet. Right, so it must be true, because if it's on the internet, as we all know, everything, singly everything that's ever been written in the world is on the internet, so everything is true. What a load of baloney. It's not true until it's proved true. So if WWE released a statement saying, we've agreed to sell the company to this Saudi Arabian company, okay, then I will believe it. But until it happens, I don't believe anything that's being said. I don't believe anything is being said by anyone, because this is my opinion. I don't know what's happening. I'm not going to speculate or comment because, well, doesn't speculate on rumours. I deal in cold, hard facts. And the fact of the matter is, no one knows what's happening. So that's what I'm saying. Don't believe everything you hear. Don't believe everything you read. And don't believe everything you see. At the end of the day, it gets dark. No, but at the end of the day, well, let's talk. Shall we talk? Let's talk like, what happens if? Okay, so here's a what happens if. What happens if they're sold to a Saudi Arabian company? Do you really expect the roster to walk out? Do you? Do you really think that's going to happen? Well, one thing, they're under a contract, so they can't. And two, if these people leave, what are WWE going to do? Hire people from off the street? Hire me? No, of course they're not. So, as I said, internet rumours are about, especially wrestling, but there's wrestling internet rumours everywhere. You know, this happens, or this is going to happen, or that's not, he's going to go there, and he's not going to go there, and blah, 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 and blue, 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 and red, red, red. This is what annoys me, ladies and gentlemen. This is what annoys me. So, here's my take on it. If the World Wrestling Entertainment is sold to whomever, right, and Vince comes back as head of creative, does that mean I'm going to stop? Well, okay, here's a point. Here's a question for you. If they're sold to a Saudi Arabian people, and we all know that Saudi Arabia as a country have, like Qatar did for the World Cup, have very morally things wrong that people like me don't agree with. Will I stop watching WWE if it's under a Saudi Arabia thing? Of course I bloody won't. I'm a wrestling fan. I'm not going to just stop watching it because I don't agree with who owns a company. I mean, that's ridiculous. And if Vince comes back as head of creative and decides that all the Triple H people that have been signed he doesn't want and gets rid of them, that's up to him. You know, that's him and his conscience. I don't agree with it because I think WWE hasn't been as good up until the last 6 months. Coinciding with Vince not being there, Steph, Nick Khan and Triple H being there. So my opinion is the WWE is going in the right direction. Now, people say, but the ratings aren't very good. I don't really give a damn about the ratings. Unlike some people, ratings don't mean anything to me. Ratings are just people watching. It doesn't matter. If somebody is watching at home, like me, who is enjoying the output of what is being shown and what is being done, I haven't got a problem with that. If I'm entertained on a weekly basis, there's like 6 hours of WWE TV a week. Well, mainly. There's probably more than that, actually. It's probably about 7, a bit more main event. But like the big three. So Raw's 3 hours, SmackDown's 2 hours, and NXT is 2 hours. Then you've got, so that's what, 7 hours. Then you've got NXT Level Up, which is about an hour, maybe a little bit less, and then main event. Right, so you're looking at 9 hours a week. So I don't think, even if this sale happens, and you know, if it happens, well, it's not a great day for WWE. It may be a great day for a certain company who like to gloat about things, but is this a good day for wrestling? It depends how you look at it. But Steph resigning, in my opinion, is a bad thing. Which is why I'm not convinced about anything that I'm hearing. So to all the Dave Meltzers out there in the world and all these other people got the scoop, here's a scoop for you. Shut the hell up. Yeah, there's a scoop. I don't really care what people say about WWE because it's been lambasted for years. That's nothing new. You know, so some of the things they've done have been morally reprehensible. I'm going to mention him. I'm going to mention the person that can't be mentioned, Benoit. I'm going to mention it because WWE won't. So I will. Here's a question for you. Should Benoit be in the Hall of Fame? If it's judged just on wrestling, then yes. But it's not, is it? So he'll never be in the Hall of Fame. Though Davey Boy is, and he died of drugs. But yeah, there we are. I'm addicted to painkillers, but you get my mining. So yeah, there's been lots of... I mean, the deal they've got with Saudi Arabia anyway, with Crown Jewel, I'm not happy about that. Do I like that? Oh, the women's roster going to just vanish? Yeah, probably. Because Saudi Arabia, you know... I'm of opinion that what will be, and if people want to watch AEW or Impact or New Japan or Progress, and I'm going to keep saying it, watch Progress. It's brilliant. Woo! There you go. I'm just putting you over there, Progress. All right. No, we'll keep doing it until people start watching it, like me, because it's great. But seriously, if this deal happens, then I'll do another video and explain what I really think. But I'm not going to talk about that until it actually happens, if it happens, when it happens, and why it happens. But at the end of the day, this is my opinion. You're my viewers. I hope you enjoy what I've been saying. I'm sorry Steph's resigned. She's great. And Vince is back. Maybe not so great. But that's when we just trundle on. Life goes on. Life trundles on in a wheel. And I am here. So thank you for watching. Thank you for listening. And I'll see you at ringside.